All right, so I want to take you through a couple of the Delta math questions just so you understand what's being asked of you, so you're not having to spend a lot of time figuring out how to do what they're asking you to do. So the first set of stuff, I've got two lines here that I want to graph, and I have restricted domains. None of them go to infinity, so they're specific here. So I'm going to take my, well, first of all, when it says to click and drag to make a line, click the line to delete it. So if you draw a line, you're like, that's not right. You can't edit it, but you can delete it by clicking on it. So I know my left bound here for x is -5. When I substitute that in there, that's going to give me a -10 plus 6, which is -4. So I'm going to start at -5, -4. I'm going to start right there. Then I need to go, since it's just a line, and find the other end, substitute in my -2. That'll give me -4 plus 6, which is 2. So I have -5, -4, and then I'm going to go to -2, 2, right there. Okay? Then I know that this side needs to be closed, which it is. This side should be open, so since it's closed, I just click on it once, and it opens it. Then my second piece, -2, so a -2 plus 3 is 5. So I'm going to go to -2, 5. That's where I'm going to start. Substitute in 5. -5 plus 3 is -2. So -2, 5, and 5, -2. -2, 5, and 5, -2, like so. This one is open. This one is closed. Always double check before you submit it that your circles are like what you want them to be, because just because you did it the first time doesn't mean you didn't accidentally click or something else weird happened. So that's that one. Okay, so let's look at the next one. So here I want to graph this. Here I have line, closed circle, and open circle. So I'm going to, most of the time you want line. So I know that this is going to be a horizontal line where y is -2. Between 2 and 6. So when x is 2, y is -2, all the way to 6. Okay. This one's closed. This one should be open, so I'm going to click on it. Then y is -5 only when x is 6. That's a point, so I want a closed circle. So when x is 6, y is -5, like so. And then when x is greater than 6, I get this line. So when I substitute 6 in here, it's going to give me 12 minus 14 is -2. So I'm going to go to 6. Oh, I need to go back to line. I'm going to go to 6, -2. And I'm going to start here. And then I'm going to go, my slope is 2. So I'm going to go up 2 over 1. Okay, so a couple of things here. First of all, I want this to be open. It should be open for both of these, right? So I need to click on it. It was open, but then when I clicked back on it, it closed it. So that's why you got to go double check. Otherwise, this wouldn't be a function. The other thing is I want it to be everything that's greater than 6. So I need this to be a line. So I click on it once to get an open circle, and then I click on it again, and it makes it into a line like I want, or array, basically. So don't try and get open and closed circles by clicking here. That's not how this works. Okay, and then if you need to get rid of that stuff, you can just click on it and get rid of it if you need to start over. All right, so this one has 3 lines. Again, I'm going to leave it on line. Since all 3 of these are lines, this is just going to stay on line. I don't need to use this at all. So if x is less than -1, so I'm going to go to -1 on x, y is -1. So it's going to look like this, except that I need this to be open. And I need this to be an arrow, so I click once for open, click twice for it to make it a line. Then I'm going to go from -1 to 2, so -1 times -2 is going to be 2 minus 3 is -1, so I'll start at -1, -1. 2, this will give me -4 minus 3, which is going to be -7. So I start at -1, -1. And go to 2, -7. Okay, so this point right here, on this line, I needed it to be open, right? So it was open. But here it needs to be closed. So it's like the open circle and the closed circle snap together. If they were both closed, that would be a problem. So I still want it to be closed. And this one is supposed to be closed, so I'm good. So then I substitute this one in. So I take 2, substitute times 1/2 is 1, minus 8 is -7. So 2, -7, I start right here, and then my slope is 1/2, so I go up 1/2. This says this is supposed to be open, but that's because it was already closed, so when I snapped it together, it was closed. And then this should be an arrow, so I click twice to get my arrow. And so this piecewise function is continuous. Sometimes your piecewise functions are continuous. This one is. And I can get rid of all that. All right, so then the last kind is when they're not all lines. Here I have an absolute value, and I have a quadratic. Okay, so the weird thing on this one is you're going to hit done a few times when you're not technically done. So I know I'm going to start with an absolute value. So I'm going to click on absolute value, and one pops up. My transformations, I'm going to go to the right 3 and down 3. So I click on this blue dot, go to the right 3 and down 3, right there. But I don't want this entire thing. However, I have translated it where I need it. So now I hit done. Now I can change my domain. I only want it to go from -5 to 4. So move this in to where that's at -5. And move this in to where it is at 4. This is closed. This is open. So I'm going to click on that one. Then I'm done with that part. Now I have to deal with my quadratic. So I click on my quadratic, it pops up. I'm going to go the right 5 and up 4. So I'm going to go the right 5 and up 4. I'm right there. But I don't want the entire one because, again, this wouldn't be a function. I only want it when x is greater than or equal to 4, but I've moved it where I need to, so I'm done. And then I need to move this to 4, and I want it to be closed, so I am finished. If at any point you realize you were just a hot mess and it's all wrong, you can just click start over, and it will start you over on that same problem so you can start from scratch. Okay, so there you go. Hopefully that helps you if you were struggling with any of that so it doesn't waste your time on it.